The first part, we're gonna see the most easy way to approach improvisation on all of these chords. And the second part, we discussed about every chord and some scale choices for each one of them. Before we move on the sections 1 and 2, let's quickly see the chords. G major 7th, F sharp dominant sharp 9, E minor 7th, A 7th, D major 7th, G major 7th, C sharp dominant sharp 9, F sharp dominant sharp 5, B minor 7th, B altered. After I see all those chords, I want to define the key. And really what I see by the progression is that my key is really D major key or B minor relative. But the song starts from the G, so the song starts really from the 4th chord of the scale. Some quick observations here. I see that the roots of each one of those chords, G, F sharp, E, A, D, G, C sharp, F sharp, B, are all diatonic to the D major key. But the chord qualities are not diatonic to the D major key. For example, G major 7th, diatonic. F sharp, here the chord should be rather F sharp minor 7th, but it's dominant 7th. E minor diatonic, A diatonic, D diatonic, G diatonic. Here again we have diatonic root but not diatonic chord. The chord is C sharp dominant sharp 9, but should be really C sharp half diminished chord. Here also the F sharp diatonic root, but the chord is not diatonic. The diatonic chord here is F sharp minor 7th. It's dominant, B minor, and the last one, the B dominant 7th, again diatonic root, but dominant altered chord. For the first part of this lesson, I use the generalization of the major scale. For example, I play all over those chords the D major scale, even for those dominant chords who has chromatic notes inside. But my consideration is if I can define common notes from the scale that really support the chord. For example, here F sharp altered is the A is common tone, the A is common tone, the F sharp is common tone. I have only one note that is out of the key, this one, so I can tonicize this note inside my D major or not. I try to find all the other diatonic chords. Now, next chord, this C sharp. This E note is diatonic, this B note is diatonic, this C sharp is diatonic, my F is chromatic. So I could tonicize this note inside my D major scale, in this case, when these chords come up. And the last chord is the F sharp dominant, which really has this B flat. So in my generalization, I try to consider my diatonic notes in the D major key, and if I can, to find out which are the other notes chromatic to the key and can emphasize them inside my D major positions. For the first chord, which is the 4th chord, my best choice is G Lydian. sharp dominant, Phrygian dominant scale, which is really F sharp, G, A sharp, B, C sharp, D, E, and F sharp. One scale I really like to play over this. Something else I catch myself to do a lot is the whole tone scale here. From F sharp I start here. For example, it's a very hip scale. I don't know, it sounds very out to me, but at the same time somehow it fits. Now the next four chords, I can see them as unit. For example, E minor 7th, 2 of D, A 7th, 5, 1, 4. And each one takes the appropriate diatonic scale. For example, E Dorian here. A Mixolydian here. Of course, the Ionian. And my G Lydian. It's one of my choice. La, Si bemol, Do, Re bemol, Mi bemol, Fa, Sol, La. Next chord, C sharp dominant sharp 9, C sharp alter, or D melodic minor, it's the same scale. Now this F sharp alter chord, I can use my alter scale, F sharp, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F sharp, which is really my G melodic minor. Also, if I play this chord with 13 flat 9, I can use my diminished. Next chord, my B minor 7th, which is really the relative minor key of the D major, so I can play D major, B minor scale. Last chord, B dominant 7th and B altered, which is the same scale as C melodic minor scale.